Tonight's short video is about adding fractions in word problems. We have learned how to add fractions already. Our next step is to take what we have learned and apply it to something more real world, like a word problem. Before we move on, we know that our vocabulary words are so important for us to know. Unlike denominators, those are denominators that are not the same number. So like 1/8 and 1/4. We have factors, which are numbers that can be multiplied together to make a new number. We have multiples, which are numbers that can be divided evenly without a remainder. Equivalent fractions are fractions that might look different but really have the same value. And simplifying means to make a number the smallest form possible. Alright, let's get started. So I have this word problem here. I'd like you to make sure that you write this down along with me and solve it. We're going to do this one together. Bobby drank 1/6 cup of orange juice, and I'm just going to be pulling out the important information as I go, so I'm making sure that I'm highlighting what I need to know. Bobby drank 1/6 of a cup of orange juice in the morning and 1/3 of a cup in the afternoon. How much orange juice did Bobby drink in all? So I know when I see that word in all, it's asking me to add. So I have 1/6 cup of orange juice and 1/3 cup of orange juice. So I'm going to add those together. So I know that when I'm adding fractions together, the most important thing that I have to do is first look to see if the smaller number is a multiple of the larger number. Can I fit 3 into 6? Well, I can. I can multiply 3 by 2 to give me 6. And whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So my new equivalent fraction would be 2/6. So now I can add 1/6 plus 2/6. And they have like denominators, so I can do that. 1/6 plus 2/6 is 3/6. Now, I know you're looking at this number right now, and your simplifying senses are tingling. You know that 3/6 is not the simplest form. And right you are. What I have to do is I have to think about, okay, what can I divide both of these numbers by in order to make this smaller? Or maybe if you like the factors way better, what factors do they have in common that I could use? Well, I know that 3 divided by 3 and 6 divided by 3 could give me that answer. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So all together, Bobby drank 1/2 cup of orange juice. Great job. Okay, so this is just a little step-by-step on how we solved everything, just like how I did. You can use 6 as a common denominator, just like we did, and we multiplied 2 by the top and the bottom to make a new fraction right here. And we added 1/6 plus 2/6 to make 3/6. And just like we did, we made the answer in simplest form, means that we simplified, and our answer was 1/2. Alright, here's another one. I'm going to work with you to set this up. Then you're going to pause it and you're going to solve it on your own. On a hot day, Anthony poured 3/10 of a bucket of water into a plastic wading pool. A few minutes later, he added 1/2 of a bucket. Honestly, guys, I'm going to make this a little bit more difficult for you. We're going to change this fraction right here, 1/2. We're going to change that to 3/4. So your new problem should say, he added another 3/4 of a bucket. How much water did Anthony pour into the pool? So we want to know how much water he poured in together. We are going to add 3/10 plus 3/4. Okay. Pause the video, see if you can solve it on your own. Alright, so hopefully you have paused the video by now and you have solved this problem. Let's do it together. Alright, so my first step is to see if they are factors of each other. Can I fit 4 into 10 evenly? No, I cannot. So I know that I'm going to have to change both of these fractions. I'm going to write them over here so I have a little bit more room. All right, to find my new denominator, I'm going to multiply these fractions by each other. Oops, sorry, my phone's going off. All right, now whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do the same thing to the top. So now I'm going to get completely new fractions. So my new denominator is going to be 40 for both of them. 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 10 is 30. Okay, let's add these together. 12 plus 30 is 42, and we don't add the denominator, so we get 42/40ths. Oh, I know what you're thinking. 42/40ths is a fraction greater than 1. So we have to change this into a mixed number. All right, 42/40ths. How many times can 40 go into 42? Well, it goes in one whole time. How many do I have left over? 2. And my denominator is 40. Can I simplify this? Why, yes. Yes, I can. This is a multi-step word problem. So I can divide both of these things by 2. And I will get 1/20. So the answer to this problem, after the 3 steps that we have just did, these steps here, and these steps here, our answer to this problem is that he poured in 1 bucket and 1/20 of a bucket. All right, if you got that answer, great job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, this is going to be the last one for you to solve on your own. I give you a little bit of a break. It's easier than the last one. In the morning, Ken drove to the store and used half of a gallon of gas. In the afternoon, he drove to the movie theater and used 3/4 of a gallon of gas. How much gas did Ken use in all? Remember, anytime we see that in all word, it is going to be addition. So I want you to pause the video, solve this on your own, and we are going to move on in just a few minutes. Alright, so to find how much gas you use in all, you're going to add 1/2 and 3/4. You can use 4 as a common denominator because you know that 2 is a factor of 4. So you only need to change one fraction. You're going to first you're going to multiply 1/2 by 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom to get the new equivalent fraction of 2/4. 2/4 plus 3/4, well, you can do that, my friend. That equals 5/4, but that is a fraction greater than 1, so we need to change that. We can see that 5/4 is also equal to 1 1/4 because that 4 goes into 5 one whole time, and you have 1 as your remainder. So 1/4 is already written in simplest form. We can't simplify that anymore. So we know that our whole answer is that Ken used 1 1/4 gallon of gas. How did you do? I knew you could do it. Alright, I told you this was going to be a short video today. It is now time to show what you know. Go to Canvas, take the quiz, and as always, good luck.